What's up, everybody? Well, I got another Asus G15 Advantage gameplay video for you guys today. And today, we're going to try out the Immortals of Aveum. And we're going to start off at 1080p, and then afterwards we'll move on to 1440p, and then move to the desktops after that. So, don't want to waste too much time here. Basic plan, grab the cable, bring it on over here, and get to game capturing. Of course, we're going to try to max this thing out, native, and it's going to probably run like a complete asshole and be completely terrible, but still. We're going to try it just like we do on the Steam Deck and Ally, and even when it runs bad, we just say, hey, this is why you don't do that, kind of. So, without wasting any more time, let's go jump into the settings. Well, alright, before we hop into the game, let's have a quick look at some settings real fast here. So we're going to obviously be playing it at 1080p first. There we go. Was having some controller versus mouse issues there for a second. And we're going to do FSR off first. Now, this is going to be stupid, but we're going to try to run everything on Ultra. According to the little things on the side here and up at the top, I'm using way more GPU than I've got, and apparently my CPU is just utter trash. But for a game like this, that might be true. I have a feeling this is probably one of those games that cannot be run without upscaling. Okay, we're just going to use the mouse now. This is stupid. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what the heck is going on with that. It was like the mouse was fighting with the controller or something there. Anyway, now let's go get into the game. Alright, this is the very beginning of the game, basically. It kind of starts with like a play. But the reason I'm showing this is because on the Ally, it kept crashing, like right after getting done with this scene. So I wanted to make sure that the Advantage here was not going to follow suit. And that, as you can tell, we're already dropping down into the 50s, just in a very
careful as last time.
Basic thing, like watching a play and some people steal some coins from a guy, so down into the 40s now. So yeah, this is not going to go well, I don't think. But that's okay. I wasn't really expecting Ultra to work on a game like this. I mean, this laptop is still a pretty decent laptop and all, but let's be realistic. It was never really the best at, putting everything on Ultra. On older games it could do it, but on almost all AAA titles, it's not really an Ultra machine. It's a medium and high machine, usually. Sometimes at 1080p you might be able to get away with some Ultra on some easier to run games, but I don't think anything Unreal Engine 5 is going to be easy to run.
Distracted. Go, go, go.
No one cares about Arsene Norman.
Pull it up.
Sandrak's coming our way.
Take that, you scallywag.
Let's go.
He's all like, yeah, I caused that havoc.
Hey, wait up.
Technically, the girl did.
Luna.
Over here, Jack.
And I guess her name is Luna. Alright, well, at least this part is relatively, decent frames. As soon as I say that, it drops down to 56, but I'm surprised it can get 80, 90 FPS. But there we go. We're going to probably be more like in the high 40s to low 50s, would be my guess. But let's run around a little and see. Hell, we might even drop into the 30s. Who knows? Okay, hold on. I can't deal with that. For some reason, I must have accidentally turned that on, or it comes on default, but no. I refuse. I cannot do that. That will fuck with my brain.
How much did we get? I provided moral support.
I've provided
others made
moral
out
support,
better.
exactly.
Did Caleb
It's
ever
like I
tell
was
you his
there.
plans for this caper he's got in mind up in topside?
I think he just likes to say caper.
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 It's a fun word.
Feels sneaky.
It kinda is.
Also, you two stay out of topside.
So yeah, I'm sure this is very playable to some people.
No one's
I would
using
like
the
to
cargo
stay a
lift.
little
Come
closer
on.
to 60, but I have a feeling I'm not going to get a constant
So
60 in this
wasn't
game,
paying attention.
even at
What was the play
1080p.
about?
So I'm just going to have to suck it up and
surrendered
try
to
the best I
Sandrak,
can when
and
it gets to
then
be
he
my
burnt all their
settings
magnet.
time.
Alive.
And I'm probably going to
That's
have
not
to
nice
suck
at
it up
all.
also and
What kind of
use some
message does
FSI.
that send?
I'm just not going to...
Figured that Sandrak
I just
is
don't
a
think this game's going to
boss.
run very
That's what
good
it says.
without
You
it.
missed the
Unless,
part where
of
it's
course,
called
you
the
put everything
tyrant
on
of the
low. But
shop,
even that
right?
might not be good enough. Who
You said you
knows?
weren't paying attention.
But I don't really
Maybe
want to play a
just wanted
game
to
all
see
on
what you
low.
took away from it all.
At least not unless it's like on my Ally or Steam Deck. Then I can understand. But I don't want to start doing that on the laptop already, Anyway, though, let's go ahead and move on. All right, now let's go ahead and tone it down to high. There are no presets in this game, so you kind of have to take it into your own hands. And alright, that's already the bottom again. So, back into the game and let's see how high does. Alright, here we go. High now. Still dropping under 60 it seems, but let's see if we can at least stay in the 50s and not drop into the 40s now. Ooh, already dropped down to 50, so that's probably not going to happen. There probably still will be some spots where we drop into the 40s. Yep, 49.
Made up.
And then if I recall, this game gets worse when you get into combat and start getting all the particles from the magic going, it seems. So, obviously I'm not going to get into battle right away, but I'm going to try to get into some battles or at least shoot my frickin' magic off at some point here. There's got to be some battle here at the beginning.
Are you gonna tell them?
Maybe. I don't know. Feels late for it now.
You made it late.
Because I hate goodbyes.
Sure. I get that.
Alright, so. Off we go. Down our merry way. Well, I will say this, at least the game isn't a super big VRAM hog. Even on Ultra, we didn't get over 8 gigs, so even people with 8 gig RAM can just put the game on Ultra if their GPU can handle it. But I have a feeling anything with 8 gigs of VRAM ain't gonna handle this game on Ultra anyway, so kind of a moot point, but still a minor victory, I would say. Because a lot of times, a lot of games would use a little bit too much. But at the same time, the counter argument for that is a lot of people with 8 gigabyte RAM lower end GPUs are not going to be trying to run games on Ultra in the first place, thus VRAM isn't going to be as much of an issue, and they know it. So that is a good point, can't deny that. But still, like, that's why I say, if you've got an 8 gig of RAM V card and it's working for you, don't rush out, throw it away and upgrade. If it's working for you, screw it. Fuck what everybody else says.
It's our civic duty.
But me, personally, I wouldn't want to go and buy any laptop brand new that has anything less than 12. And even 12 is, like, cutting it. That's like what my laptop has, and it's already almost 2 years old.
All about duty right now, aren't you?
Actually, I think it is almost 2 years old now. Shit.
Nice. You'll make a good
This
soldier.
thing's getting old.
I hear they give better uniforms to the lightless that can summon a little magic like this.
There's a war, Jack.
But alright, let's go ahead and move on to the next graphics setting. Alright guys, now it's time to get to low. There is no medium in this game, it jumps right from high to low. The only thing I didn't drop was the anisotropic filtering, because as far as I'm concerned, that's never really mattered in games. I'm going to turn those off too now. We'll leave those on for Ultra and High, but now we're on low. Low, you're trying to squeeze every little bit of graphics you can out. So, let's go see how low does. Now we are on low, so at least let's see how the frames do. Alright, so the frames don't seem to matter just by casting magic. It must actually be combat then. Alright, well, good to know.
All done.
There we go.
Let's go.
When they ship you off to fight in the Everwar, where do you think they'll end up sending you?
Who knows? Maybe I have just enough magic not to be considered lightless, and I'll have a say in where they send me.
Take that. Random blue
No
scum.
offense, but what we do is kind of like pew pew pew. Magnus is like pow bang brrrah. I mean, it's not even a contest.
Yeah, some magic might as well mean no magic as far as the Magnet are concerned. Oh, I can smell Fife's stew from here.
Pretty sure the whole neighborhood can. You know, everything he cooks tastes vaguely like regret.
Huh.
We're home.
Jack!
Whoa!
No love for the boss?
And it seems like the cutscenes might be a little bit more graphically intensive or
Are you
something,
leaving us?
because the frames always seem to drop like crazy. Or maybe it's because there's just more
You turned
characters on the
16
screen.
in
It
the
could just be
morning,
as simple as
and that's
that.
when the soldiers fear you into the army.
So
because
we
the
are
Jack
dropping down
fights
into the 40s,
unfair.
unfortunately, still,
Or you
but
could
luckily
ignore
it's
the
just
draft
for a
like
freaking
normal
cutscene.
person.
I can forgive that, usually, because I'm not controlling the screen. I might as well be watching a movie. As long as it doesn't drop
We're
under
officially
24.
the worst
Drops under
GPs
24, then it
in
looks laggy and stuttery no matter who
Hopefully
you
Caleb
are.
redeems us.
But still.
It's out the back of Trotter's place. I guess we can act like it's cake.
Oh no, you're not eating that. Shoo.
Probably wise. Stew's almost ready anyway. Grab us some tubers from up top, Jack.
Sure thing.
Tubers.
Let me know when Caleb gets here. I've got something I want to tell you all.
Like that you're leaving us.
Shut up, you.
Alright, moving on. Alright, so now we're just going to do one FSR. We're just going to try FSR quality, because we're at 1080p, any lower than this, and it's going to look like poo. So here's the settings I decided to go with. Since it was barely running on low, I decided to try to get away with a couple things on high, since we're using FSR. But it probably is a bad idea. But I'll make that my decision once we actually see how it runs, so... Now that we've gotten to the bottom, let's go do just that. Well, alright, now here we go with a little FSR now. Okay, I think we're supposed to go up here. Yeah.
I know you
Alright.
told them.
I did not.
Well, something's got them all riled.
Look, it's not like it was hard to figure out you're leaving. You're packing bags, you're crossing out days on the calendar, you're reading big, fat, official-looking books of...
Big,
is it this
fat,
time?
The
official
officer's manual of
books.
Lights Army regulations.
See? No way that gave away the store, right? What are you thinking?
Would you rather fight 100-foot tall crab or 101-foot tall crabs? The day may come.
Like a Vecchi crab or a...
Let's go with the
Does it matter?
100-foot
It's
crab. It
100
seems
feet
more
tall.
cool to beat
Then
that.
fine.
In
A
real
100
life,
foot
I would
tall one.
choose the 100 little
Why that
crabs,
one?
because I don't think there's
There's
really
glory
any
in that
way in
one.
real life I could ever take out a
Idiot.
100-foot crab.
I'm
That thing would just
seriously
grab me in my
innocent.
its pincers and
They
just
just
go,
figured it
whoop,
out.
squeeze, you're
Yeah,
dead
I
instantly.
know. I just don't want to know that they know. Not yet.
I'm sure we'll all act surprised when you finally tell us.
You know what's actually
I'm
really
gonna.
terrifying?
Just
Like, coconut
let me
crabs
know
not
when
only
he
look
comes back.
creepy, but
I'll do it all
apparently,
in
and
one
this is
big
just rumors, I don't think this is factual yet, but there's rumors that
All right.
coconut
See
crabs,
you at
like,
dinner.
ate
You bet.
Amelia Earhart's when she crash landed somewhere. But again, that could just be some internet nonsense, so do not hold me to that being a fact, like I said. Oh, I just saw a sandhill crane fly over my house. They must be going to get some food at the bird feeder. We get all sorts of cool birds out here. Turkeys, sandhill
Jack.
cranes,
Just remember to be
the
super
regular kind of
supportive her
birds
when she
like
tells
blue
everyone
jays and cardinals. And of course, Misty. It's all mostly just for a show for Misty so she can look at them. She likes looking at all the cool wildlife. Though I always tell her you'd be terrified if I let one of these loose in the house.
Happy birthday, Luna. I hit it big tonight. Think fast. Your present, such as it is.
But alright, let us now go ahead and move on to my settings. Well, alright, so these are the settings I decided to go with. FSR is staying on quality. Now let's hop on over to the graphics tab here. And I decided to do a couple things on high, some stuff on low too, since we got FSR on. It's still probably going to drop under, like well under 60 here and there. But I think that'll happen no matter what. Even if I just left everything on low and had FSR on, it would still probably happen. But anyway, let's go see how my settings do in any case. Well now, here we go with some of my settings. Kind of continuing where we left off.
Happy birthday, Luna. I hit it big tonight. Think fast. Your present, such as it is. What's that in it?
Pentasod.
No shit, I mean the swirly stuff.
Looks like snow.
The swirly stuff.
No.
I don't know, wintertime shit. They say it's in Calthus all the time. Looked pretty as all. Oh,
Caleb!
oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I got
see.
all fucked up.
Constable got a lucky shot. I'll be. Ah! Damn it, Jack!
It's not good. Did they follow you?
You got yourself hurt over this thing?
Careful, Caleb. Your guts are split. Why didn't you?
I didn't want to ruin your birthday at all.
That's dumb.
Jack, come on. We need
That's
medicine.
dumb.
I've got an idea.
Explain on the way.
You guys watch him. Get the rags and the water, and don't let him sleep. You know how to do this.
We'll be quick. So, what's the plan?
I'm still making it up, but I'm pretty sure it's this way.
Yeah, sure. I mean,
making
it
it
still
up?
drops under
It's
60 a
gelling.
little bit.
Have faith. Caleb's gonna be all right.
it drops all the way down to 54 and whatnot too, but such is this kind of game. All right, let's get on our little giant gear looking thing. Well, not gear, but chain. Looks kind of like the chain that would go around a bicycle.
The nobleman buying all the housing in the East Nets and Harrow's Edge. That's the mark.
That's the they'll kill you kind of place, Luna.
Noble means rich. Rich means magic. Magic means,
What?
I don't know, healing crystals or something. Drugs from topside.
I mean, I don't have a better idea. Yeah, no.
All right, though,
is-
now let's go ahead and we'll go move on to a little camera now. All right, guys, let's get ourselves a little camera recorded gameplay now. Found a wanted notice. Why? I hate when it does that. Games that don't make the mouse cursor disappear when you use the controller are just not designed very well. But unfortunately, it still drops under 60 a little bit with my settings here and there, but at least it's a pretty good 60 plus experience. But it does have its moments where it drops under, but that's okay. Though I dread to see what 1440p will like. I don't know if I'm even be able to get a 60 FPS experience on that one. Heck yeah. Found a button. Okay. We got what we came for. Well, shit's really hitting the fan now, that's for sure. Dang, all the way down to 40 FPS. And same thing happened to the Ally when I was coming through here. I was getting pretty playable FPS till I ran through here, and then I dropped to 30s and I think 20s even, like down to 24. At least we only dropped into the 40s, but still, that's a far cry from 60. It's just one of those games that you're just going to have to deal with FPS drops if you want to play it on this thing, I guess. And that's only at 1080p. We'll have to wait and see what it gets at 1440 here next. There we go, we're going up this thing again. Maybe. There we go. Game has been saved. Yeah, if you were to try to go in there and save them, you would have gotten blown up too. So at least in this part we're staying over 60, but it's not like there's a lot going on. It's 420. So I'm gonna hit this bull real quick. Ooh, that was a gross 420 hit. Wished I had a brand new bull for that, but whatever. Uh-oh, he's going Super Saiyan 50 fuck. But yeah, it definitely drops frames while you're firing, but oh no, it is dropped down to the 50s once you really get some effects going. Alright, I think that's all of them. And what a time to move on and wrap this video on up. Well, alright guys, that's a wrap for Immortals of the Aveum, or Avium, or whatever the heck you call it. But unfortunately, it doesn't run the greatest. No matter what I do, unless I probably turned everything to low and put FSR on like balanced or performance, I don't think we'd stay over 60 all the time. So with my settings, I try to do a balance of decent-ish looking graphics, still had to use FSR though. So that's what we were left with. So I don't know. It's still playable, but I don't know if it's gonna, and I would still play it if this was the only thing I had. But that's, man, that's getting close to being like, ooh, I don't know. Because it still looked all right, played all right, but we still had quite a bunch of drops down into the 50s and 40s. But maybe it won't be so bad later on. But I worry about what 1440p is gonna look like, but that's the one we're doing next, so I guess we'll find out. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, because I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out, guys.